Ja, herzlich willkommen zur ersten Conversation Gangbang Lesungsreihe. Heute mit dem Titel Steile Thesen. Und den ersten, den wir heute vorstellen, ist der Paul. Das macht der Heinrich am besten mal.
Ja, Paul ist ein Comedian, der aus den Staaten kommt und macht das schon seit 3 Jahren hier in Berlin. Und ja, der macht 15 Minuten sein Ding. Und ich hoffe, ihr habt alle fleißig Vokabeln gepaukt. Ja, Paul, dann fängst du an. Ja, Applaus für Paul.
Hallo, ja, ich heiße Paul, ich komme aus den USA, also leider muss ich auf Englisch talken. I used to date a girl that lived down the street, and she lived in an Altbau, and they had the old heaters, and the guy upstairs on cold nights, he didn't use coal, he used wood, so at night you could hear him cutting the wood, just vroom, vroom, vroom. And when I would go over there, we'd make a Geschlechtsverkehr on her cheap IKEA mattress, and it would sound like and so all together, which is how Berlin minimal techno was invented. So my German teacher told me that anytime I can't think of the German word for something, I should just take 2 German words that I do know and put them together. So, to this day, I call wind Schnellluft. Rain is Himmelwasser. And blind is Augentaub. That's a joke. I know it's Augentot. All right. So I grew up in the States in the middle class. If you took this piece calls the middle class. If you made a graph of the income distribution of people in America, a bell graph like this, my family would be the part of the bell holding it to the tower. We made enough money. My parents made enough money, but the problem was they were Catholic. So instead of using condoms or birth control pills, they practiced something called natural family planning, which means that you wait for the wife's vagina to be the right temperature, and then you can have sex. The problem was the rule was written in Europe and converted from Celsius to Fahrenheit, which is why I have 3 brothers. Yes, so my parents had 4 boys, and when you have 4 boys, it's like having 4 machines that have been designed to turn paychecks into confetti. Little pieces of paper. Because kleine Blatte Papier. Because my brothers and I, we ate so many expensive Kellogg cereals that our shit would have its own green clovers, blue diamonds, and purple horseshoes. And one time after a thunderstorm, my brother shat out a rainbow. Now, because we didn't have so much money, we didn't have all the conveniences that youth had in the 80s and 90s, we did not have a microwave. So when my friends would come over to visit, I would create a space in the kitchen where a microwave would go, and I'd tell my friends, guys, that's where the microwave goes, it's being fixed. I said, yeah, we know it's being fixed. It's always being fixed. That's worse than not having one at all. We also had a very small black and white TV, about, I don't know how many centimeters that is, 12 kilograms wide, I'm not sure. But we had a very small black and white TV, and you couldn't see any detail. So for the longest time, I thought the reason that American football players wear all those pads is because they play on cement, not because they're pussies. On this black and white TV, we watched The Muppet Show all the time. And to this day, I don't know why Kermit the Gray Frog kept singing, "It's Not Easy Being Green." There was another show called Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and I watched this every day. And Mr. Rogers would come home from a long day in the neighborhood, and he'd have his red outside sweater. He'd take his jumper. He'd take off his red jumper. Then he'd put on his blue jumper. But on our TV, it looked like he took off a gray jumper and then put it back on. So I thought my childhood hero had Alzheimer's disease. Then I got sick of this. So I decided I'm going to turn this TV into a color TV. So I took a piece of blue fabric and I put it over the screen. So now instead of everything being grays, it was blues. So now, not only did Mr. Rogers have Alzheimer's disease, he was also drowning. Now, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. My parents were not jerks, okay? They bought us toys. I had a lot of action figures. The problem was they did not buy us any vehicles for the action figures to go in. They said this was to save us money, which is bullshit because I had to replace 3 of my G.I. Joes when they died of blisters because they had to walk everywhere. 4 boys, that's 4 times sneakers a year. My mom had to buy sneakers every year, so we got 1 pair of sneakers. 4th grade is when the Nike Air Jordan basketball shoe came out. I said to my mom, Mom, buy me the Nike Air Jordan basketball shoe that just came out. She said, okay. She goes to the mall. She comes back with women's aerobic shoes, purple laces, white plastic exterior, a padded collar, 2 Velcro straps on the top. If these sound like the shoes that Olivia Newton-John wore in the I Want to Get Physical video, that's because they are. Mom, what the hell? She said, Paul, I just thought because you wanted Air Jordans, it meant you wanted to do a lot of slam dunking. So I got you a type of shoe that looked like it would give you more support. Mom, I'm 9, and I'm white, and I wanted Nike Air Jordans. And she looked at the box and she said, well, they're made in Jordan. Anyways, I had to wear these sneakers all year. So for the entire 4th grade, my nickname was Girl Shoes. Hey, Girl Shoes. What's up, Girl Shoes? Where you going, Girl Shoes? Hey, Girl Shoes, come here. Can I touch your shoes as tits? Guys, I was the first kid in the history of my school district to file a sexual harassment lawsuit on behalf of my footwear. And somehow I won, and I took the money to the mall, and I bought myself a 35-inch, full-color, microwave-powered G.I. Joe tank made by Nike. Thank you. All right. All right.